We got an email from somebody who is overwhelmed. Robbie in Loganville says, my partner and I are planning to buy our first home, but we don't even know where to begin. Do you have suggested steps? And then he goes on to say, in order. And I love that. Robbie is trying to control the situation and make the best decisions. I think step number one, Robbie, is to understand what you can afford. And you can go to Freddie Mac's website. You can go to Fannie Mae's website. You can put in information. Both of them have calculators that help you understand exactly how much house you can afford based on your income. Or you could just have a conversation with a lender like John Birchfield, who happens to be our preferred mortgage lender. He's with Capital City Home Loans. And you just want to have a conversation about what you can afford. And remember, Robbie, that just because you can afford it doesn't mean you need to buy it. I think some people buy probably too much house. Step two, I think you need to understand what's going to be required from a down payment, and you need to understand whether or not you're going to have any private mortgage insurance requirements. So if you put less than 20% down, then generally a lender is going to require you as a borrower to have private mortgage insurance, or, which is PMI, or MIP, which is mortgage insurance premium, for an FHA loan. And that insurance protects the lender for the amount of the loan over 80%. Then the lender would actually be paid by the insurance company if you were to not pay your mortgage. And this is the way they keep the mortgage market more liquid. So the second thing is be aware of your down payment. How much will you have to bring to closing, and how much will your mortgage insurance be? Step number three, I would say you got to get your team together. Now, in a lot of cases, you might want to start out with your real estate agent, and you might want to start out with your lender as you go through and understand how much house you can afford, also as you understand your down payment and your PMI. So step number four is finding the right home. And I think you need to be clear about what you want and what you need, but you also need to be open-minded and look at all of the stuff that's available in the market. I find that buyers tend to be too restrictive as they're searching for homes. And they're searching for only homes with a two-car garage, where, for example, you might have one in the area that has a two-car carport that can be converted to a garage fairly easily. So tell your agent very specifically what you want, but be willing to let your agent search very broadly, because I think that will help you. The next is working with your lender. Your lender is going to play a critical part in helping you determine how much you can afford and making sure you're prepared for all the documents they'll ask for, so you want to do that. Step number six, then you'll make an offer on a home. I would suggest, Robbie, that you ask your agent to give you a copy of the paperwork that is used in making an offer, which would be 8-page purchase and sale agreement, typically a loan contingency exhibit, your seller's disclosures, your community association disclosures, things like that. I would probably ask my agent to give me that stuff in advance, even if they were blank forms, so I could be familiar with what I was looking at and what was important. Step number 7 would be, once you go under contract, you would do your inspections, your home inspection, maybe your radon inspection. Maybe you would have somebody, as we talked about earlier, come out and look at synthetic stucco if you happen to have it. And then you would have the appraisal of the home. And then step number 8 would be closing your loan. That is going to closing and signing on the dotted line and getting the title to your home and starting to make those mortgage payments.